Today we're going to set up something a little more old school. We're going to set up TeamSpeak, TeamSpeak server, and a simple file repository.
I've been using TeamSpeak for over a decade. It's been my go-to for late-night coding projects with the team. One of the biggest reasons I still prefer it over Discord is file transfers. With Discord, larger file uploads are limited, and yes, you can always upload the files to the cloud and share a link, but that adds extra steps and takes more time. With TeamSpeak, users can fetch files directly from your computer. Head over to teamspeak.com and download the server package, depending on your operating system, either 64 or 32-bit. After the download completes, unzip it and look in the folder for ts3server.exe. Double-click this file and then hit accept on the license agreement form. If Windows prompts you to allow this through the firewall, just hit allow. This next step is very important because these credentials are what gives you access to your server. Write these down in Notepad and save them. Next, head back to teamspeak.com and download the TeamSpeak client. Unless you're using this for gaming and want an overlay, you can uncheck the Overwolf installation. And here you can continue without logging in. Okay, so now before we continue, let's set up the port forwarding in your router. However your router is, go to port forwarding and open up these three ports. 9987 is used for voice communication. 30033 is used for file transfers. 10011 is used for advanced server administration. You may optionally need to open these ports in Windows. You can do that using these commands. Okay, now back to the server configuration. Head back to the TeamSpeak client and log in with the server credentials you saved earlier. The first time you do this, you'll be asked for a server key. Grab that key and paste it here. Now you've successfully connected to the TeamSpeak server as administrator. Next, we're going to connect as a user. The server name. This could be either the internal IP address or the external IP address or a DDNS. If you want to know which DDNS to use, I have a video that compares the 3 best DDNSs. Once you put in the IP and the server password, all you need to do is choose a nickname and press connect. Next, let's set up file sharing, which is really the best feature of TeamSpeak. Connect back to TeamSpeak as the server administrator, and let's create a new channel. This channel will be strictly for uploads. Every channel you make can be fine-tuned with security permissions. You can password protect a channel, you can limit the amount of users, and you can limit the amount of time a user spends in this channel. Once the channel is created, right-click on it and choose Open File Browser. This opens up a file dialog where you can select any file you want from your computer and host it. This is not actually uploading any files to any server. It's putting these files in the corresponding channel folder of your server on your computer. Now I'm going to connect to this file share from a different computer in my house. And sure enough, I see a whole bunch of other files there from my main computer. Effectively, I can connect to my home computer from any other computer outside of my home network. Now let's sum everything up. We went over the installation of TeamSpeak server, the installation of the TeamSpeak client, setting up the firewall and port forwarding, and setting up the file transfer in TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak may feel old school, but that's kind of the point. I still love TeamSpeak. I will probably be using it into the future. It's simple, it's fast, and it puts the server back in your hands. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.